Hi everyone, Miss Kidder here, and today I'm filming for you a mini review of the notes on the staff. This little review is just meant to be a source for you in case you forgot, because it's been a while since you had to think about band, the notes on the staff, as well as just if you are struggling in a moment and need something to help you out, it's here. So I've drawn a little staff on my board. There's a little glare. A staff is made up of 5 lines and 4 spaces. So you have 5 lines, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 spaces, and that tells us what our notes are according to if we play bass clef or treble clef. So a couple of things to remember is that the musical alphabet only goes from the letters A through G and then repeats itself. As you're going up the staff, no matter what clef you're in, it'll always go in alphabetical order from line to space, line to space. So for example, in treble clef, the first line is E, so this would go E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on, going up. It would work the same with bass clef, only they would start on G. And it works going backwards as you go down the staff. So just keep that in mind if you're struggling to think of a note as you're reading music. So I'm going to start with our treble clef on the top here. Treble clef instruments are flute, oboe, clarinet, saxophone, trumpet, and French horn. So there's my treble clef. If you read these instruments, this will be your note on the staff. So if you want to go ahead and use your hand staff, we have our 5 lines and 4 spaces to kind of help us out. The acronym that we use to remember the lines and spaces of treble clef is, for lines, every good boy does fine, or my favorite, every good burger deserves fries. So those are the lines. And the spaces spell out the word face. That's the way we remember. We don't have a fancy saying. It just spells a word, face. Of course, if you want to make up one for yourself, you can. There you have it. Now remember, these are not interchangeable. So it's only the lines of treble clef that make every good burger deserves fries or every good boy does fine, etc. And only the spaces that spell the word face, F-A-C-E. And we always start at the bottom and go up. Of course, we also have what are called ledger lines that extend above or below the staff and create extra notes, but today we're not worrying about that. But just remember, if you get stuck on one, you can use our same rule about going alphabetical order going up or down. Okay, so now let's look at, down here, our bass clef. So bass clef instruments would be trombone, euphonium, tuba, and bassoon. So bass clef, the acronym that we use, or the little memory device for our lines, is good burritos don't fall apart. So I'll go ahead and write those in now. And that's what we have for lines. And then our spaces, starting from the bottom, I like to use all cows eat grass. So there we have it. There's your quick review of the lines and spaces for both treble clef and bass clef instruments. Make sure that you review these often, especially the notes for your instrument. Some instruments play notes that are more on the bottom or the top of the staff. Some have a lot of ledger lines that extend above or below the staff. So make sure you're practicing those daily. You can use musictheory.net. That's a great way to review these. You just have to adjust the settings a little bit to match what your needs are. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And make sure you write them down if you need to, your little memory devices. Or if you want, you can make up your own. Thanks, guys. Bye.